Hey, everybody. Welcome to Premium Time with John Darr. I'm your host, John Darr. This is my co-host, Charlie Delatorre.
What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm good. Doing good today. Feeling good. He's already doing rim shots like we're cracking jokes. We haven't
even cracked the joke yet. It's just getting started.
He's
the audience is warming up. The rim shots are on.
You know what it is? It's one of there are some people in life that you look at and you're like, you start laughing because they're like, just make you laugh. That's us.
It's us.
Right? So Elio sees us coming and he's like,
look at those two clowns. So I think we're going live on LinkedIn. Are we live on LinkedIn?
Is this
Maybe not. Oh, no. Oh, somebody's calling. Well, I know we're on Facebook.
So disappointed.
So if you are watching us on Facebook, do us a favor and hit the little like button and subscribe to Premium Time with John Darr.
LinkedIn will grow our viewership by like 100%.
1,000%. It'll be
from
viral.
7 to 10.
7 to 10, 7 to 14, 100% growth. If you're watching us on YouTube live, hit the like button also because that helps the algorithm, whatever that means. I always want to say that. It helps the algorithm.
You should have said it and then just stopped because it makes it sound like you were.
I was on a roll with the algorithm.
You were.
And then
those algorithms are impressive.
So anyway, thanks for watching. Today is March 23rd, which is National Melba Toast Day.
That's the crappiest.
Could be the worst
day of we've done yet.
Yeah, it could be the worst. It's also National Puppy Day, but I already brought my dog.
Melba Toast Day instead of Puppy Day.
I thought Melba Toast was actually funny, but it's.
When was the last? Have you ever eaten Melba Toast in your life?
As much as I've eaten in my life, yeah, I've eaten Melba Toast.
Isn't that what you give those little, like when kids are teething? Isn't that like a teething cookie? Isn't that like a Melba Toast?
Oh,
thing?
I don't know. I thought it was like an appetizer cracker thing. You put cheese on it?
No, I think it is too, but like it's so hard you can give it to a kid who's teething kind of thing.
Oh, and they cut their teeth on it?
Well, Am I wrong about that?
I don't know.
Maybe that's a Cuban thing. Elio? Did we do that?
It's a Cuban.
It was a Cuban.
National Cuban Melba Toast Day.
They gave us a Cuban cracker is how that works. Yeah. A little guayaba, un queso crema, tú sabes.
It puts a mojo on it.
There's no
Toast with
mojo on a cracker.
For sure.
As soon as we start talking Cuban stuff, you go right to the mojo.
I love mojo.
It's the only.
I love me some mojo.
We got to open up your repertoire.
I love all things Cuban, actually. So, positive quote of the day is, the minute you start caring about what other people think is the minute you stop being yourself. I think that's awesome. Meryl Streep, obviously famous actress.
Fantastic.
In lots and lots of movies.
I think you and I exemplify that pretty well. We don't usually care too much about what other people are thinking, as is evidenced by this show.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely don't care what people think a lot of times.
Most time. Only the people that really matter.
Some people obviously. I do care what they think,
of
but
course.
not everyone.
Am I on that list?
I would love to know what you think of this show. Put anything down. Comment.
Viewer engagement.
Write something entertaining at the bottom of the screen because we love feedback and we love hearing what you folks think about Premium Time with John Darr and Charlie Delatorre. So, mortgage rate update. Mortgage rate update is that mortgage rates are going up. They're creeping up. It seems like every episode we have gone up 2 or 3 hundredths of a point.
Yep.
So up from 3.05 to 3.09. So if you haven't locked in that rate.
Dude, I saw the other day that there was $4 trillion worth of refinancing done last year in real estate.
Really? $4 trillion?
Is that, I know we need to talk to a mortgage expert, but that is an enormous number.
Is that
true? Don't go
Don't quote us.
that off and like quoting. I heard Charlie say, but I'm telling you, it's an enormous number.
It's a lot. I mean, the rates went down so low that it's and they're still low. 3.09 is still
super low,
very low. The biggest issue with real estate is that you can't find it. It's hard.
The availability
to find.
is really
my
tough,
awesome
right?
wife, Holly Darr, Thomas Group Realty, sold two.
They got to be a sponsor before you can just start throwing out names.
Are you kidding me? It's my wife.
Yeah, but not Thomas Group.
Oh, okay. Holly Darr. Yes, Holly Darr.
Thomas Group
That's right.
wants to sponsor.
Matt, we're talking to you.
Call us, dude. We'll be happy to
sponsor it up. So anyway, Holly Darr had a couple of closings last week, so it was a big week for her.
Nice.
She's awesome. And I think she has one this week.
So she brought home the bacon last week.
Absolutely. I'm here doing the podcast. Good. Like, hey, this is what I do, honey. You bring home the bacon. It'll be great.
The problem is you're also not going to cook it. I've seen you cook. That's not.
I can't cook either.
No,
I got lots of friends that can cook.
You know how
bunch of friends. Kramer.
You know how like most of us don't own a boat. We just have friends with a boat.
That's me.
That's you.
Yeah, I have friends that can cook.
So you can't cook. You just need friends who can cook. That's
really well, and I'm good at that. I'm good at finding friends that can cook, and I'm good at eating. And
you just look for the fat guy in the room and go, "That's my friend."
I'm 6'4", 230 pounds.
That guy right there is going to be my friend because he can cook.
Yeah, he can cook. Yeah, I can't cook. I just eat.
That's how you found Kramer and I.
That's right.
Right.
I smelled the food. These guys would be my friends. All right, so let's go to the small business of the week. This week we have a caller that is calling in, a longtime friend of mine, the wife of my partner. She does not use his name, so we'll have to get the insight of why she doesn't use his last name.
I've wondered this, by the way.
It's probably a long story. We'll ask her that question, but it is. Hey, Elio, is she on the phone yet? No. So we'll just keep talking about her. So she is at a local bank. Well, I think one of the last locally owned banks, Drummond Community Bank. I actually grew up with Gray Drummond, who was a couple years younger than me. And that seems to be the theme lately. As I get older, all these people are a couple years younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I've noticed that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know him. He's a couple of years younger than me.
Yeah, that's better than the alternative, though, dude.
It's better than the alternative, but it seems to be trending that a lot of people are younger than me, which is okay. But anyway, Drummond Community Bank is a great bank, and they will be the guest. They are our small business focus of the week. We've got some pictures up there. They just built a new office that is amazing. Yeah. 37th Boulevard, which is, for those of you who know, Archer Road and Outback, I guess, is right there on that corner. That's 37th Boulevard. So if you turn to the south on 37th Boulevard, as if you were going away from
Best Buy,
Archer Road, or Archer Plaza, whatever. Butler Plaza, sorry. If you're going south, you will see their brand new bank that I think is opening this week, but we'll have to ask Melanie when she calls in.
We're waiting on her to call. Elio, she's still not on? Nope. Why don't we just go on to the next segment and hopefully she'll show up here.
Elio, hit the bumper. Sister Hazel live music update.
And we'll wait for Melanie to call in.
Yeah, we'll wait for Melanie. Yeah. All right, so the Sister Hazel live music update. Sister Hazel is at Busch Gardens Food and Wine Festival Saturday, April 3rd.
We've been giving these guys
lots of pub.
They're my boys. For this. I know they are. I know you love them.
Aunt Jackie is at the Great Outdoors on Friday. I've never heard of Aunt Jackie.
I don't know who that is either.
I don't know if that's just like one lady up there with a guitar playing.
Aunt Jackie.
Or what. But Aunt Jackie's at Great Outdoors on Friday. Noah Allen and Brennan Burns is at the Pink Flamingo on Friday night.
Dude, have you seen what they've done out there at the Pink Flamingo?
Have you been?
I haven't been yet. They're an advertiser of ours. I have not gone, but I've seen friends posting. They created a whole putt course behind the.
I can't believe I haven't been there.
Oh my gosh, dude! It looks so much fun. So it's in the where that building is in High Springs, and so they renovated it as well, and they have like an outdoor place for bands to play, and then this whole putt situation going on in the back, which is so nice because there isn't any more miniature golf in town
at all.
So I think they're going to do really well. It's fun.
I'm heading up there.
High Springs is turning into Nashville, dude. We talked about this.
High Springs is Nashville because you got Great Outdoors. Now you got Pink Flamingo. You've got
High Springs Brewing Company.
High Springs Brewing Company. What's the other place across the street from Great Outdoors that you guys? Is that High Springs?
That's it. The Brewing
High
Company.
Springs Brewing Company. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really cool that High Springs is becoming the new Nashville. Because
it is.
I love me some live music.
It's a lot closer than Tennessee, too. So.
It's a lot closer than Nashville. Cheaper, for sure. Cap Smith and the Hogtown Slayers are at Celebration Point on Friday night. And where is Whiskey Jones playing?
Saturday night, One Love Cafe from 6 to 9. We'll be rocking it out there. Actually, exciting news.
Yeah.
We have some merch. I think we're going to have that
No
night.
way.
Yeah,
I love the logo,
merch.
dude. I'm getting the T-shirt.
That logo was handcrafted. One of our illustrators at Tower Publications did it for us. It was great.
We should do a giveaway. Like, if people do something on Premium Time with John Darr, they win a Whiskey Jones T-shirt.
I dig it. We have new shirts coming in, a bunch of different sizes, some ladies' sizes and cuts, and some guys' T-shirts and stuff, and some stickers and some other stuff. So
if there's anybody watching still, I'm going to put down in the bottom that there is a contest of some sort, and the winner of the contest is going to get a Whiskey Jones T-shirt. So pay attention to the comments. Don't just watch the show
we
live.
want to give them an incentive to actually do the contest.
Absolutely. It's all about, yes. So pay attention, and you could win a Whiskey Jones T-shirt when they come out. So, hey, let's go back to the Small Business of the Week. Melanie Shore is on the line with Drummond Community Bank. Hey, Mel.
Hey, John.
How are you?
Charlie.
Hi, Melanie. How are you?
I am great. How are you all today?
Good. Thanks so much for being on the Small Business of the Week here on Premium Time with John Darr. Tell us, we talked a little bit about Drummond and the new branch, but we want to hear it from you, the source.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about Drummond and what's going on over there. Because you guys got exciting stuff going on.
We do. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. And we are very excited to announce the expansion of our presence in the Gainesville market. So we have just opened our newest office right off of Archer Road. Our address is 3833 Southwest 37th Boulevard. So what does that mean? So if you're in the Butler Plaza area, everyone knows there's Clark Butler Boulevard. That road goes over Archer Road and immediately becomes 37th Boulevard. We're right before the Fairfield Inn. So I think that's been here about 5 years. So as soon as you go over Archer, you'll see us on the left. You can't miss a beautiful 3-story building. We are open and we are ready to serve the Gainesville community. This is our second location in Gainesville, and obviously our expanded location as well.
So that's awesome. Now, the bank that you guys just finished, I've heard is amazing. Something
we were, both of us were supposed to go tour that last week, and neither one of us went.
Yes.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything.
I
tell you what. Well, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hold you both accountable to come for a visit so that I can show you our beautiful, beautiful building.
Yep. That's awesome. And
Fair
you
enough.
guys are a locally owned bank, right? Maybe
We are.
one of the last locally owned banks.
Well, as far as commercial banks go, we are the last. We are completely local, family owned. Drummond Community Bank was founded over 30 years ago. We have 18 locations. So we are, big in terms of access for folks in our footprint. But we are the last of the local community banks. We really pride ourselves on our customer service, on, being able to answer the phone ourselves. We don't have a bunch of 1-800 numbers. One thing that's really unique is we actually offer 7-to-7 banking at several of our locations, 2 of them being here in Gainesville. So, guys, even on Saturday, we have our tellers here from 7 in the morning till 7 in the evening. So that's 6 days a week. So for a small business owner, getting to the bank at traditional bank hours can often be a real problem, but not with Drummond Community Bank.
And your title is?
Well, it depends on which day you ask, but my role primarily is I am a private banker. As you know, I'm the bank's city executive, so I am helping grow this market in all lines of business, which would be deposits, loans. We do consumer, commercial, credit cards, all of the lines of services. We also have, other subsidiaries, including financial and insurance and some other aspects of our bank. So my job is really to help the bank grow in all areas. But I am continuing my private banking role, which I have for many years here in Gainesville, and I'm also a commercial lender. So we're looking to make loans.
That's awesome. So I know you guys do a great job because I'm a customer of yours and have been for a long time. But the role that I was wondering is the Melanie Shore versus Melanie Shakow role.
I can't believe you're going there. You're going to go there.
Are you Melanie Shore? Has he been on good behavior? Is it like when he's bad, you're Melanie Shore?
Wait, can I answer this? I have a theory.
When he minds?
Okay, I want to hear. I want to hear your theory.
Here's my theory.
Yeah.
She's still not so sure about Ray.
Yeah.
So before she commits.
Right. It's only been like.
I mean, how many years has it been, Melanie?
Well, so we've been married 32 years, I think.
And if anybody who knows Ray, it's perfectly understandable. Right. She's still not
sure.
Go
back to Shore, and it wouldn't be a big
so I
transition.
think she's kind of waiting it out.
Well,
yes.
My favorite thing is when folks used to have landlines, and somebody would call to try to sell us life insurance, and they would ask for Ray Shore.
Ray Shore. I'm going to use that. Yes,
that's the way to go.
I am using that.
I
So
love
that's
that.
I have not heard that, but yes, I am calling for Ray Shore.
All right, what is the truth? If it's not the fact that I feel like you guys are going to make it at this point, but if you don't, I can't believe you asked that question, but since you did.
Well, I never really asked her that question, so I thought
on the spot.
people out there might want to know. That's great information because I don't know how many times I've said, "Oh, call Ray's wife Melanie Shore," and they're like, "What? Oh." So anyway.
Hey, if it involves a meal, just let me know and I will answer to anything.
Amen. So, there you go.
Or sweet tea.
I like that. Or McAllister's sweet tea.
She's a sweet tea fan.
She loves that.
Or banking business, a new account or a loan. I'm there. Call me anything you want. That's right.
Hey, Mel, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you guys serving the local community. And
welcome.
We will talk to you soon.
Thank you, Melanie.
Much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you both for having me.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
She's great, man.
She's the awesome, consummate professional.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And she's been our banker for Tower Publications for years and years and years and years. And I bought a building and she helped finance that. She helped us sell that building. She's helped us do personal stuff with lines of credit and mortgages, and they've done a great job. And you're right. What's really nice about having a banker like that is, even as a small business, and I say this to small businesses who might be listening to this, is you get some big business service by being able to call the person who directly handles your account and say, I have a question, I need some help.
Right. I got a question, I got a problem.
Somebody on, and no offense to the big banks, they do a lot of great things, but I can call her and say, I have to do a wire for this, or I need to do this. Can you help me? Or I have a question on this, and you've got access to somebody. That's maybe something big bank or big businesses have access to. As a small guy, man, it's really nice to have that person in your hip pocket, and she'll do it for you whenever you need it. So I can't speak highly enough of her. She's done a great job for us.
Awesome. Hey, Elio, I saw that you said we have a caller.
Really?
Who is it? Barzella Papa. All right, so her time is valuable, just like Melanie. So we're going to skip down to the charity of the week. And this week's charity of the week is the Community Foundation of North Central Florida. Hey, Barzella, how are you doing?
I am good. How are you?
Thanks. I'm great. Thanks so much for calling in. I got Charlie Delatorre here. Do you know Charlie?
Hi there. Yes, we've talked a few times. How are you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. So thanks so much for calling in. I know that today we wanted to talk about the Amazing Give coming up on April 22nd. So can you talk a little bit about that? Because I wasn't even clear on what the Amazing Give is. So tell everybody what it is.
Oh, absolutely. So the Amazing Give is actually our community's very own 24-hour online give day. The Community Foundation started this 6 years ago, actually, 6 years ago. And since we have started, we have had more than 120 local nonprofits to participate. And so the Community Foundation provides the platform, and we host this online virtual event that raises money that goes directly to the organizations that are participating. So we started 6 years ago, and it has generated almost $5 million in charitable contributions for local nonprofits.
Wow.
Yes, it's a fantastic event. Like I said, it's 24 hours. It's all online. The nonprofit organizations that participate get so creative. It has generated a lot of support for our community. Last year, we had over 7,000 donors, and the website was visited over 60,000 times. we have gotten donations from all around the world to support local work right here in our community. So
That's amazing.
So it is amazing. It is amazing. So last year we had to shift the event to emergency release because of COVID. So the Amazing Give actually, instead of lasting 24 hours, it lasted a few months, but it raised more than $1 million last year for local organizations. So this year we're going to have the event next month, as you said, April 22nd, and we're going to shorten it this year. We're going to do the workday edition. So it's going to be from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and we have 81 organizations registered to participate right now. You can visit theamazinggive.org and learn more about it, and that's where you can, someone interested can go and look up their favorite organizations, learn more about what they're doing. We're going to have right now we have $10,000 in prizes that we'll be giving out. So it's a great way for people to get behind the causes that they care about here locally.
That's amazing. So I can give money and maybe win a prize. Is that what I just heard?
Hold on, Barzella, don't answer that question. Out of everything that you said, that's the only thing.
That's the only thing I heard.
Okay, well,
that's the only thing you heard.
Just if you give the money, then that's the prize, right? Forget the other stuff.
I like
exactly.
prizes.
I'll give you a prize. If you donate money, I'll give you a prize.
Okay.
Forget the chance to win.
Barzella, you heard that. He's going to give me a prize.
That.
Yes.
I want to see the actual receipt. Okay. And then I'm prepared. I'm prepared to do an amazing give for you.
It's going to be an amazing give. All right. I'm sure this is going to be an amazing prize that he gives me. But
I will.
Hey, and I would like to have Leslie Banis, I know, is sort of the director of the Amazing Give. So I talked about earlier today, Barzella and I chatted, pre-show
Oh,
stuff.
you did a little
pre-show.
That's like super pro of you.
Well, it's very, I'm very organized and have everything together.
Sure.
So anyway, we would like for Leslie to come on the 20th, April 20th. So I will reach out to her because I know she's amazing. And the only part about Leslie is I don't understand is why she married Patrick. This is a theme. This
is a theme on the show today, by the way.
It is kind of a theme. Like, how did beautiful girl ends up with my buddy Patrick? I have no idea, but love you, PB. But anyway, so we want to have Leslie on the 20th. So hopefully you will help us make that happen. Does that sound good?
Yeah, it is done.
Awesome.
I've already told her. It's on the calendar.
Awesome.
Sweet. I think that'll create some great momentum heading to that. It's a Thursday,
absolutely.
Right,
yeah, it's that Thursday. Yeah,
that's great.
So we'll talk about that on Tuesday. So,
super.
Anyway, hey, Barzella, thank you so much for what you do. You guys, you do amazing, thankless work and just are, sort of unsung in my mind. So we're happy to have you on the show and, teach somebody. We have like 37 viewers and, well, maybe 37.
Wow, we might be live on LinkedIn. We may have 40 at this point.
Maybe up to 40 viewers. So hopefully they'll tune in and learn a little bit about Community Foundation North Central Florida because you guys do amazing work. So
thank you.
Thanks for calling in. Hey, tell that husband of yours that he also married up, and I haven't talked to him lately.
He definitely outkicked his coverage.
He outkicked his coverage.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Tell him I said hey, and we'll have to go play golf sometime soon.
Thank you, Barzella.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. We have really sharp women on the show today. Just really like top notch. I'm surprised they even talk to us, frankly. There's a part of me that,
you keep lying and telling them you're organized, they're going to stop.
They're going to be like,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Although the pre-show thing, I'm impressed by that.
Joe Hancock, hello from Elijah, Georgia, guys. Elijah or Elijah?
I think it's Elijah.
Elijah. Right? I can't read. Elijah, Georgia. What's up, Joe Hancock? Hey, we did the mortgage rate update, Joe Hancock, and we were wondering how many billions, trillions of dollars were refinanced in 2020. So comment on there if you know, because I'm sure you can look all that up.
I'm sure he does.
Just to check Charlie and make sure he's right.
The Amazing Give is, by the way, the amazing. The fact checkers don't need to be working overtime on my account. Barzella and the Community Foundation does an awesome job. There are so many great organizations that benefit from that. I know that a few that we work with on Tower, often the day of that Amazing Give, will go out and promote themselves a bunch on social media, and they'll really kind of drive home. It's great to have. Gainesville's got a lot of great charities. There's a podcast that Elio produces called the North Florida the nonprofit report, right?
Mm-hmm.
That spotlights a lot of these great nonprofits. And Gainesville's a very giving community. $5 million for the Amazing Give racked up over the year. That's a lot of money, man. Lot. Well, and 7,000 individual donors just last year. That's an impressive number. So, there are organizations like that really help you find a way to give when you're not quite sure how to do that. And so that's great for them.
And the Community Foundation actually does some other things.
Oh, yeah. I thought she was going to talk about it.
Well, we ran a little long. We're running out of time.
Sure.
So maybe
we may next time in the pre-show you can tighten that up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. We may have Barzella back another time to talk about the foundation. Because
I'm sure we will.
We want to talk about the Amazing Gift
If she
today.
comes back, she may not do that again.
Yeah, she may not.
Sure. Sooner or later, we're going to run through our Rolodex of people.
Right. And it's going to be me and you.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you, but I don't think so.
Yeah, it's going to be me and you. That's all right.
It's okay.
So, all right. So we're going backwards up the script to the local event of the week. So Saturday, March 27th, there's a few local events kind of cool this time of year. March 27th is Where the Sidewalk Ends, which is a family art festival at Thornbrook. I've never been. You ever been to that?
Cool event? Yep, sure have. It's really neat.
Did we play there? No, that was a different one.
No, that was a
rowing.
Event for Gainesville area rowing.
Rowing, yeah, different.
That was like a private event. But the art festival at Thornbrook is cool.
That'll be cool. And I think the weather's going to be good, so that'll be nice. Sunday is a food truck rally downtown. So for those food truck enthusiasts, head downtown for some food truck food. Bike night is at Gainesville Harley-Davidson with food, beer, a bike wash. What's a free dyno run?
I don't know, dude.
I don't know either. I'm
not sure what that is.
I'm not a biker, and then music by Cliff Dorsey Duo. So that sounds like a great time.
If there's an event Whiskey Jones needs to be playing at, it's the frickin' Bike Fest, and we still have never done that. The bike night. At Harley. I gotta figure out who books that gig.
Yeah, maybe they're watching. Somebody out there tag Gainesville Harley-Davidson and say, hey, go check out these two doofuses talking about.
Yeah, get Whiskey to play a little Bike Fest. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Bike night.
Exactly. So it's time for Our Town's Senior Times article of the week. Do you have anything in mind?
I do.
Tell us.
I wanted. If you guys haven't seen it, this is our newest copy. It's out on the streets now. It is called One with Nature.
First white one.
It is the first white cover we've ever had, interestingly enough. But it's entitled One with Nature. So instead of talking about one thing in particular, with spring having just sprung a couple of days ago on March the 20th, it's a great opportunity for us to remind you guys to get outside and enjoy a little nature. And this issue is all about that. There's a couple of spotlights I want to talk about. There's a spotlight on 8 state parks that you can go to here in the state of Florida. There's a feature on the Blues Creek Ravine Preserve right here in our backyard where we can go out and have some fun.
Never heard of that.
And if you're into gardening, an article on tiny gardens that you can do. I want to thank Michael Eady, who actually took this picture and some other photos that we've got in the magazine. Michael is an incredible local photographer. We are so lucky to work with this guy. He did this entire piece. None of it's digital. He did it through like double exposures and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, really, really cool. So
that's cool.
The Our Town Senior Times article of the week really talks about getting outside and enjoying Florida great weather, because it is nothing better than the weather outside these last few days. So I know it's a little cloudy, a little rainy, but it's going to clear up. The rest of the week's going to be beautiful. So get outside, and if you see Our Town, pick it up. There's a lot of great stories about what to be able to do and how to enjoy the outdoors here in Florida. So that's the focus.
Love it.
Thanks, man.
Love it. That's awesome. All right, let's go to the sports news. Elio, run that bumper. So here's what's going on in golf. Matt Jones won the Honda by 5 shots, and he won $1.26 million by winning the PGA Tour event.
Wow.
That's just a lot of money.
So so if the one dude wins $1.26 million,
yeah,
what's the overall purse for all the golfers?
I should know this. I think it's $5 million.
And the rest is then split up among.
Second place wins like $750,000.
But is it everybody who makes the cut for the weekend gets something?
Yes.
And how many?
But
golfers
if you miss
is
the
that?
cut, you get nothing.
How many? There's 100. Is it 100?
So there's
golfers?
144 golfers usually, and typically the top 60 or 70 make the cut.
And they're all guaranteed a paycheck then.
And they're all guaranteed a paycheck, and the minimum guy probably gets $3,000 or $4,000 maybe, something like that. Yeah.
And then that guy wins $1.3 million?
$1.3 million.
Damn, that is a lot of cash, dude.
It was windy. It was hard. The golf course was playing very difficult. There was a lot of...
Is that in Miami?
rain and that kind of stuff. No, I was down in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, Fort Lauderdale.
So
Didn't
anyway.
that used to be? Did they play that like at Doral for a long time?
There was another tournament called Doral, different tournament.
Different tournament.
Yeah, that was in Miami.
Was the Honda? Okay.
The Honda was Fort
I
Lauderdale.
think I played an LPGA course in Daytona that used to have the Honda women's tournament.
They did have a women. I don't know if it was the Honda, but anyway, they did have a women's
In
tournament
Daytona.
in Daytona. Big tournament.
Oh, I hacked that course up, dude. Oh, it was such a beautiful course, and I destroyed it. They're gonna kick me off.
I was thinking about doing golf tips, like videoing some golf tips, for folks. And
You know who needs to learn how to play golf other than me?
Who?
Elio. He wants to learn.
Elio.
So we
he
can
wants to play golf.
videotape him doing this, and you can
Cigars
give him some
and golf. You can do both at the same time. Yeah. It'll be.
Is that make it a sport? It makes you if you can smoke a cigar and swing something.
Sounds like a sport to me.
Is it a sport?
Yeah.
It's like bowling. I don't want to get hit. Don't get mad
don't
at
go
me.
there. There's
Don't get
going
mad
to
at
be
me,
some bowlers
right?
out there.
But if you can drink beer
Lighten
and
you up.
play the sport,
You can
is
drink
it really
water
a
and do a
sport?
podcast.
You can drink beer and do a podcast, and we need to start drinking on Tuesday afternoons.
Yeah, we do.
If it's good enough for Colin, it's good enough for us.
Colin drinks on Tuesday after. He does not.
Whenever he does his Woe GNV, he does it like right at 5 o'clock or something like that, so that he can have
A few cocktails.
I brought a beautiful bottle of bourbon when I was on that show.
True, I was on the show a long time ago, and we did have a shot. So
You did or did not?
I did.
Oh.
Yep, I do
Shots?
remember that. Shot or a drink or something.
I've never really seen you do shots.
I'm not a big shot guy.
No, I know. It's because you're not 17.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I don't like shots. Hey, the men's tennis team is ranked number 2, and they are kicking some butt. My buddy Brian Shelton is the head coach of the men's tennis team, and his son Ben is a freshman that is a left-handed tennis player and is kicking butt.
That's awesome.
So if you get a chance, go out to UF and see the men's tennis team because they're ranked number 2. Last week they beat TCU, which was, I think, ranked number 5 in the country. They beat the Seminoles like a drum, and they have beaten pretty much, I think, almost everybody. So congrats to the UF men's tennis team and my buddy Brian Shelton for doing great over there.
It was a good week for Florida sports,
except for our Gator basketball team, which is just.
Why do we either break the Cinderella or make the Cinderella?
I really like Mike White. I mean, I think he does a great job, but for whatever reason, okay, I know Mike White will never watch this, but I'm going to give Mike White some advice. Okay?
Oh, this is a terrible idea.
I'm sure he will never, ever see this, and he won't care.
What's
because
the advice?
I don't know anything about basketball, but let me give you some advice, okay? When your team wins, give all the credit to the players. But when your team loses, it's the coach's fault. It's okay. Admit it. Don't worry about it. Just say, look, I didn't coach him up well enough. Don't throw your players under the bus. Don't do that.
You know who was king of that was Spurrier.
Exactly.
Spurrier was the king of throwing praise on the players when they won, and when they lost, it was his fault. Always.
And,
We didn't coach him up well enough. We didn't do our job well enough. We didn't do that.
and people love
Mullen
Spurrier.
does that too, to some degree,
Yeah.
I think. It's interesting.
I just see Mike. Sometimes when I see Mike White, like the other day, I saw him in an interview talking about practice, and you're saying, "Oh, the guys weren't practicing hard, and they weren't doing this and all." And I'm like, "Hey, man, these kids are. I guarantee you, they're working really hard.
Yeah.
You can't do that."
This is some armchair. This is an armchair quarterback moment, right? Where we're
allowed to do that.
We are allowed.
I'm a fan.
We are
I
allowed
love
to
the
do that.
Gators. I love them, and I will support them forever.
On another note, off the subject of that, because I think it's good advice, actually.
Yeah.
We had Talia Bates, James Bates' daughter, do really well at a swim meet. She's kicking butt, man. Fastest time, I think, in the 200 free, was it? I'm not sure, but
Yes.
one of the fastest.
Second place.
She's doing great, and the Gator swim team's always fantastic. They're doing great, man. So nice
We've
to
got
see,
to have James on this show because James Bates is one of my most favorite people.
James hosted. We did. There's an event every year called Wolfstock for Electric
Yeah.
County Humane Society, which you're
Yeah,
aware of.
yeah.
And James was the virtual host for a virtual event this
He's
year.
awesome.
I think if he and I were to be in the same space, the building would combust. I'm not sure if that's possible. So I think that might be it might be a terrible idea.
I
but
want
I'm
to see
totally
it.
willing to do it.
Hey, this place has insurance. Let's do it. Let's make this happen, Ilio.
I would love that.
We can freaking blow this thing up.
We got to reach out to James and see if we can get him on the show. That would be a lot of fun.
Bates,
he's an unbelievable artist. I can't believe him.
Great guy.
Yeah. Oh, so fun.
All right, last thing before we go, the insurance tip of the week. If you own a business, attention all small business owners, because I'm going to give you a tip that probably you never even thought of, but it's a really good tip. If you have employees that drive their personal vehicles, okay, make sure that you require them to have at least 100, 300, write this down, 100, 300 in coverage, and add their employer as an additional interest on their personal auto policy.
Is there any downside to having been
listed? Doesn't cost anything. Nope, it doesn't cost anything. It won't cost your employee anything, and you will get notification if their auto insurance expires. So let's say that you say, "Hey, Nancy, run."
Don't use actual names.
Okay, Judy. What name do you want me to use?
I don't know, but I don't want to. Somebody.
Hey,
Nancy's gonna be like, dude, why did you say I don't have insurance? I have insurance.
Janet.
Yeah, Janet.
Hey, Janet. I need you to run across town and pick something up. Pick up a check from an advertiser and come back to the office.
This happens a lot, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
But not Nancy, because I don't have a Nancy. I have a.
You do too have a Nancy.
Janet.
So if you have employees out there, if your business has employees out there, make sure that you ask them to add your business as an additional interest and make sure that they have limits that are decent limits. Because if they get in an accident while on that run across town, you very well could be brought into a lawsuit, and their insurance needs to be first. Your insurance needs to be second. So there you go. Insurance tip of the week.
Good tip, man.
Hey, it's 3:38, so we have got to go, folks. Thanks so much for watching Premium Time with John Darr and Charlie Delatorre. We appreciate all of you watching. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe on YouTube.
Yes.
Click like on LinkedIn. Share it. Go to Instagram. I don't know, MySpace, you name it. Go everywhere and like us, because we need all the help we can get, and we appreciate you watching this bar. Elio, take it away, my man.